Hi all, hope you've had a blessed day today. Today I'd like to talk about John chapter 3 verse 21. But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God. Have you ever had questions, doubts, fears that you couldn't, or that you felt you couldn't go to anyone else with, that you had to try and get the answers or face your fears or overcome your doubts on your own, by yourself? Sometimes we're embarrassed. We're embarrassed to voice our fears because they may seem silly. We're embarrassed to voice our doubts because they may seem silly also. But also, we're embarrassed to ask questions, especially when we think at a certain point in time we should already know the answers. But Jesus says, bring me all your fears, bring me all your doubts, bring me your questions. I will help you overcome your fears. I will help you squash those doubts, and I'll answer any questions you have. In John chapter 3, we meet Nicodemus, a highly respected and very religious Pharisee. Now, Nicodemus came and met Jesus at night because he was afraid of what the other Pharisees would think. Because these Pharisees had already judged Jesus and were looking for ways to get rid of him. Nicodemus, a highly respected Pharisee, has spent his entire life preaching about the gospel, studying scripture, but he still didn't have all the answers. But Nicodemus still set aside his pride and he went to see Jesus. Jesus didn't judge him. And as a matter of fact, Jesus, he was happy to answer any questions that Nicodemus had because he answered him with the gospel truth. In this verse, he says to Nicodemus that basically whoever lives their life with the truth and follows Jesus lives in the light. But those who don't live in the truth, they run away from the light and they hide in the darkness. Nicodemus came to see Jesus at night, but Jesus challenged him to live in the light and follow him. This changed Nicodemus's life. He no longer followed Jesus in the shadows. And even in John chapter 7, he defended Jesus. And finally, he was there to bury Jesus' body. When we choose to walk with Jesus, we take ourselves out of the shadows and into the light. And when we come to Jesus, he meets us wherever we are, and he puts us on the path to truth, his truth, the gospel truth. God bless you all.